So a couple of recurring concepts that come up in a lot of my videos and a lot of my disclosure reports are Pizzagate and the pedophilia concept, and aliens, bruh, the UFO disclosure and extraterrestrial concepts. And I get some comments and questions from people asking me how these two topics are connected, and that's a very good question and one I do want to address. It's crucial to understand. Now, first, before I get into that, I just want to say that the type of typical thinking that we have in our society is very left-brained, and it's called compartmentalized thinking. And it's this way because the powers that be have groomed us and want us to think this way. And they groomed us this way through Western academia, because, right, our educational indoctrination system, because it divvies up subjects and it makes people think in pieces rather than in wholes. What I mean by that is, right, you have geology, study that, move on. Physics, study that, move on. Chemistry, study that, move on. And it divvies everything up. This is in stark contrast to holistic thinking. Holistic thinking is taking a step back and looking at all the information and how it connects, how the dots connect, and how information might fit into the puzzle or not. My favorite example of this is healthcare, right? Our healthcare system sucks in this country because it's so compartmentalized. We have our oncologists that just look at cancer. We have the people that just look at the digestive system, that just look at the nervous system. Our endocrinologists just look at the hormonal system. The reason holistic healthcare is becoming so popular is because it gets to the root of the problem. It doesn't just have a band-aid effect. So when you look at how the digestive, nervous, hormonal, all the systems work together, even with your muscles and your musculoskeletal system, you can really get to the root of the problem. So when looking at the world, we have to look at it holistically to get to the root of the problem. And one way to do that is to connect the dots. Now, how Pizzagate is connected with UFO disclosure is that Pizzagate, the very recent revelations of this sick, perverted shit, is scratching the surface and giving us a glimpse into the inner workings of the Luciferian elite that have privileged themselves to run our planet, right? It's giving us a glimpse into all those dark occult practices, just the nitty-gritty of what they really do. And it's very important because these elites, these, 1% of the 1% of the 1% that's here, that participate in all this sicko stuff, they quite literally trace themselves back. Okay, a quick little history lesson here. They trace themselves back to an ancient civilization that crash landed upon this planet and then started tinkering with the primitive life that was here. Right? I know it sounds crazy, sounds completely out there, but what on this channel doesn't sound crazy to most people. Whether you look at it from a religious standpoint and call them the fallen angels from the book of Enoch, or if you look at it scientifically and just call them extraterrestrials that jacked our DNA up, it's the same. You're getting at the same truths here. These bloodlines, and that's the reason they keep it all within their families and their own stuff, these bloodlines quite literally believe that they have pure, better DNA than humans because they've messed with us and they've physically dumbed down our DNA. This is also why they pump us full of vaccines and chemtrails and GMOs and shit, because they don't want us to evolve our DNA. They don't want us to become spiritually enhanced, because that would mean the end of their control systems. So this elite, right, that participates in all this Pedogate stuff, traces themselves back to an ancient extraterrestrial bloodline, and they've also been suppressing any advancement of research that humanity has really ever had. And by this, I mean they've suppressed the advancement of these zero-point energy technologies associated with the UFO extraterrestrial concept. Every single person that's ever delved into the science of free energy, zero-point energy, the hyperdimensional physics and all that stuff, they've been suppressed, right? I mean, Tesla, his papers were all swiped and he died alone in his apartment. We had T. Townsend Brown, his research was subsumed into the military-industrial complex. Whether he, realized what he was researching or not. Who else? Plenty of people. T. Henry Moray, Stanley Meyer had his waterproof car. He got, murdered. There was Eugene Mallow was murdered. There's plenty of people that were literally suppressed by these bloodline groups because the technology they were working with could literally liberate humanity. So that is how these concepts are related, is that these controllers, these human farmers that are here, I like human farmers because they're literally farming us. They're farming our energy and our even our vibrations, as some would say. They're feeding on our fear. These human farmers, they participate in their occult ritual stuff. They suppress the research, and they've also literally siphoned trillions of dollars, if not more so, from not just America, but the globe, to finance these unacknowledged special access projects dealing with the UFO technology. And not only the UFO technology, but consciousness research, right? The CIA, MK Ultra, black projects, a lot of different black projects. So, whistleblowers are coming out from every angle with every subject. We have the Pizzagate investigators and whistleblowers coming out. We have the Secret Space Program and those guys coming out, giving you their testimonies. We have people coming out from other concepts as well, from, showing us the reality of the CIA, or the reality of drug trafficking, the reality of, we have the truthers telling us about our real history. So each whistleblower is coming out in his own regard, giving us a piece of the puzzle. So we have to literally unlearn and relearn. And that's what I'm trying to help do with these videos, and I appreciate you guys for sending me all of your information that you find, is because we have to sanitize all of the brainwashing we've quite literally incurred and relearn all this with the pieces of the puzzle that we're getting. So, 2 pieces of the puzzle, Pizzagate, aliens, are intricately linked. And the pedophilia stuff is the Achilles heel of these Luciferian elites. This is what's going to take them down, which is why it's so crucial. And I just get really excited about the UFO and all that technology, because that's like the reward, right? Once we expose this pedophilia and this really sick human organ trafficking stuff, once that gets exposed and dealt with, and we come to terms with it, we shine a light on that darkness to transcend it, the reward is all those fun technologies that we get. So that's why I'm so passionate about each of those issues, because I'm like, hey, let's look at this dark shit, let's deal with it so we can get all the fun stuff as a society. Anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. If you guys have any other topics you want me to rant upon, just comment them down below. And thank you guys for your support too, liking the videos and sharing, and helping me with my truth-sharing process, whichever way you guys are. So anyway, take care. February 22nd. Peace out.